Both creative arts and science require creativity and imagination amongst various other creative processes. When teaching these disciplines within a classroom, it can allow for students to view the world from different perspectives, as the only knowledge they have beforehand is prior knowledge due to their personal experiences. Creative arts can provide students with a platform to express their beliefs, thoughts, and feelings. Creativity is prominently viewed as a natural skill. However, it is determined through social, developmental, and educational experiences. Decision-making, adaptability, and construction all require creative thinking, which, although can be extremely beneficial in life, it is not taught or mentioned enough within a schooling environment. Imagination is different for every person, as it is dependent on one's beliefs, desires, judgments, decisions, and intentions. This is similarly like creativity, where it is not an important creative process in a classroom that is targeted. As a pre-service teacher, I think it is important to have an immense understanding and realization of these two creative processes to reinforce them in my future classrooms. Motion is not just one thing. It is a collective term which involves force, mass, weight, center of gravity, line of gravity, base of support, friction, and Newton's laws. An object can only move if there is a force of some sort, whether it be a push or pull movement. Motion is existent in everyday life, while we as humans move around by walking and running. This activity was required to be completed at home due to illness, limiting the resources I had. This resulted in my rubber band car not turning out how I imagined. However, it is still a valid representation of motion. My rubber band car still utilizes motion, as it creates a resistance with the rubber band, utilizing a pull movement when pulling back the rubber band, but also a push movement when the rubber band is released. My rubber band car can be more compared to a slingshot. According to Dord et al., allowing students to express themselves through creativity is crucial for their human development. This activity can aid this, as students can create the appearance of their car however they wish to. It is important that as a pre-service teacher I can identify similarities and differences between living and non-living things in the world. Living things can use energy, grow, reproduce, and maintain themselves. The understanding of cells and cell structure consists of acknowledging both plant and animal cells, which can include cell classifications like DNA, a nucleus, mitochondria, ribosomes, and the cell membrane, just to name a few. The majority of cell specializations within an animal and plant cell are similar. However, there are various differences between animal and plant cells. These consist of only the plant cell having a cell wall, and only the animal cell having a nuclear membrane and endoplasmic reticulum. The use of this learning can allow students to learn knowledge while having some enjoyment by drawing. Under each door, there is a definition and purpose of each cell specialization. For example, the nucleus serves both as the repository of genetic information and the cell's control center. Providing students with multiple options of how their work can be completed can enhance their creative thinking skills, increasing their knowledge of creative processes and innovative capabilities. The world around us is larger than we could ever imagine, and involves so many components that we could not even list, as we are so oblivious to everything that is present around us. The understanding of how all landforms, natural disasters, mountains, plateaus, rift valleys, and the ocean work and their purpose is crucial, not only for us as pre-service teachers, but also for our future students, as they require awareness and identification skills in regards to everything around us. Stars, day and night, seasons, and the weather are things that we as humans always overlook, as it is such a normal occurrence in our lives. Important occurrences in our everyday life are the weather and climate. This could include heat, snow, sleet, hail, precipitation, and wind. In this case, precipitation is represented. As I place the colored water on top of the cloud becomes heavier, and when it cannot hold any more weight, it releases rain, which in this case is the colored water dripping into the clear water. The ability to show an accurate representation of real-life events in an experiment is beneficial for both the growth in students' knowledge and an increase in their capability to utilize imagination. The ability to teach key learning areas successfully can sometimes be beneficial by combining multiple KLAs together. Creative arts allows students to feel calm, which when utilized to teach science content, it can be favorable to extend one's view on the world. One's creativity and imagination can be enhanced through the combination of KLAs, which can be useful for their future employability as STEM is an ever-growing discipline in the current society.